No, 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 no. Wait, 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 wait. Wait, 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 wait.
Baba Bowie.
WestJet.
What is up, gay men and big beds? My name is WestJet, and today we're going to be talking about the Andrew Tate ban from Valorant, TikTok, everything, and all other social media. Oh, and literally, 0% of you are subscribed, so be sure to subscribe. Yeah. Mom revealed at 400k. She's my mom. Before I start this video, I want to give a little bit of a disclaimer. A lot of people have been asking me about this, and I don't really get too political on the WestJet channel. We vote for whatever party gets our dick sucked. And nevertheless, the liberals fear me and the conservatives hate me. I'm too powerful for both sides. Some people consider this deplatforming sort of like something that happened to Alex Jones.
I'm kind of retarded.
But I think it's completely different. Alex Jones kind of incited violence against that one pizza shop based on no real, like, concrete evidence. So, yeah, it's a little bit different when your listeners actually start bringing guns to pizza stores instead of, I don't know, pizza. And as we all know, just like Sinatra, Andrew Tate got many alligators. So allegedly, he's a human trafficker, but I'm not going to go into that because I haven't seen the police report. I haven't seen him get charged with anything, and I don't really want to die on that hill in case that isn't the case. But yeah, some of those clips of him beating women do look pretty bad. Like, you could write it off as roleplay, sure, and like some people have weird kinks and shit, but you know, there's multiple instances of it, and especially the one where the girl ran to the bathroom, and that wasn't too good. Then again, although those clips do look bad, there hasn't been a charge laid out on him. I don't think he's filed with anything. He's still a free man. I guess the Romania thing is a little sus, but nevertheless. If I was ballin', the last place I'd live is Romania. Maybe after Venezuela, second last. You know me, WestJet, nicest, smartest person on the planet. I like to keep people up to a high standard. You know, innocent until proven guilty. If any of these charges do go against him, I will shift my views, no problems about it. Why are you, as a McDonald's employee, copying the personality of a multi-millionaire, asking people what color their Bugatti is? Dog, you drive your mom's Ford Fiesta. Shut up. Honesty is a great virtue, guys. You know, honesty is good. No matter what you're honest about, it's good. And, you know, Andrew Tate had a lot of bad women takes on women. And I didn't really give a fuck because I wasn't a woman. So I didn't really care. I already have my worldview made up. And, you know, I follow that. The issue is the people that took his whole worldview, his whole personality, and adopted it for their own without changing anything. Essentially meat riding the guy. And get ready, boys. This might be a little bit of a hot take. And this applies to both genders, too. The more money you have, the more you can really get away with, and that's the sad world we live in. If you're a multi-millionaire, you could probably get away treating girls a little shitty and being more misogynistic than the average guy. They're gonna deal with it more because you're simply a high-value male, quotation. It's like that Reddit incel logic. They go, nice guys don't get anywhere. It's like, yeah, well, you're not really a nice guy. You just really love your 3D printer and anime. The one take I specifically didn't like was his take on the OnlyFans. I personally think that was really stupid of him to even go into. Like, that was just clearly done for attention, and he regrets that probably deeply. Because essentially what the take was, he said that if you're dating a girl with OnlyFans, you would take 80% of her money.
It's reverse. A male porn star owes the woman.
I don't know, because I think the women belong to the man. I think the woman's
Yeah,
given
that's
over
inherently where you get called sexist for.
And then as soon as Dave Portnoy asked him, what if it was switched around? What if the roles were reversed? Would the girl take 80% of the guy's money if he was a male porn star per se? And he said no. So inherently that does look a little bit sexist, and I personally would have just said that I wouldn't date a girl with OnlyFans at all. Alright, now here's my personal take. Some of the stuff Andrew Tate said was incredibly good, like the stuff that he said about vaping, how vaping is just awful and cringe and you shouldn't do it, and yes, I agree. Like, if you're addicted to vaping, you are a loser. Once again, this one might be for all, you know, American Psycho, a little base take for you guys, but when you hear somebody say something, you're more likely to listen to them if you see a successful image, right? If I see a bigger guy, right, speaking, I don't really care because he can't really even control the food that goes into his mouth. Now, if you genuinely took Andrew Tate super seriously and his existence offended you, you should probably go outside, because, like, honestly, if you don't like content, you don't have to watch it. The algorithms are literally built to keep you on the website, so if you don't want to see something, just click don't want to see and you will never see it. Pretty much how it works. They're not going to keep shoving Tate clips if you skip them every time. Until I see a paper with cold, hard facts that prove that Andrew Tate is responsible for everything he did and is criminally charged, I'm gonna stay on the side that he is indeed innocent. You know, I'll give that to anybody, basically. Do I think what he said warrants a ban, per se? No, I don't really think it's that far. I feel like they're kind of like silencing him a little bit and making him into a martyr, but yeah. You know, we've all said a bunch of bad stuff in the past. If you didn't say anything bad in the past, you probably didn't have any friends to say it to. But the one thing we can't deny, any side, any political spectrum, any other spectrum, we could all agree that he did make the internet a little fun. Whether you liked him, whether you didn't like him, we all got good content. We all got good exposed videos. We got great freaking memes about the sparkling water and the freaking, I don't know. And I feel like you can watch somebody without worrying about politics and stuff and just watch each clip independently because, you know, some of the clips were good and there's definitely stuff I disagree with too. Do not listen to everything somebody says and take their personality fully for yourself because that's when it gets bad and dangerous. I will now go ahead and hit my meth pipe. Stay classy, stay cool, and don't be a fool.
Let's go! 'Cause I'm feeling like I'm running and I'm feeling like I gotta get away, better know that I don't. And